Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. Here we are today, the 14th of March. We are expecting volatility today, after tomorrow and Friday, because there is news that will come out on all these days. So we have today 12:30 UK time, the CPI from the States, and tomorrow we have the core PPI and the PPI and retail sales and the annual budget release on the sterling side. So all of this news is gonna have an impact on the DXY, and the DXY will have an impact on short-term assets. So I am expecting high volatility. Now, the space that we're going to be moving in at the moment is quite limited. I'm going to start with ETH because it's more regular in terms of levels. We are moving between the 1550 and at the moment the 1700, and we are holding great support on the daily MAs. We are holding the 20, we're holding the 50, the 5 and the 10 are coming up. Now at the moment what we haven't seen is a back test of these on the 4-hour. We know back tests are making any move quite sustainable. Yesterday's move was a strong one from the weekend up to there. It was a 24% pump in the space of 3 days. Of course, this is a lot of market manipulation, or market movement, because Binance has put 1 billion into ETH, Bitcoin, and BNB. So we had that liquidity coming in. Not all coins moved like that, but we know that in order to make sustainable a move like this, we need to back test either 200 at the 1600 or the 20 and the 50 at the 1550. So the proof of this move and its continuation to the upside lies in the back test. We need to see the back test and then continuation to the upside. That's the message for today. For ETH, I've already posted that in the chats. At the moment, we seem to be ranging around the 1700 mark. We might do another higher high at the start of New York, and from there onwards, I believe we're gonna start a short-term back test. And again, considering the volatility, I believe that this space here between, let's say, 1720 and 1540, this is going to be the playground for the next day's move. So we'll see how that plays out. But at the moment, the levels that we've got mapped out are still holding. They've showed us step by step the movement. There was no surprise yesterday when ETH was holding the 50 here. On the 4-hour, continuation was about to happen. Now, here is BTC. It backtested the 19,400 at the weekend, and here it is lifting up to the 25k area. Hasn't yet wicked to it yet. No, not yet. 24.9, but I believe it is gonna do that. So here is the 4-hour structure back in those ascending trend lines. We are holding the 200, we're holding the 20, we're holding the 50 on the daily. Again, it's made a massive move to the upside. What we need to see is the back test holding, and it's the same as ETH. They're both looking quite identical in terms of their anatomy. Let me see if the lift has been the same percentage as well. 27, a little bit higher on BTC, which isn't generally the case. It's the opposite, but it is what it is. So again, the back test of the 200 on the 4-hour at 22.8, and the back test of the 50 and the 20, let's say at 22k, will be the proof that this has the sustainability to continue to the upside. If that back test fails, as you can see here, we have the 21.3 level that it broke at the weekend. If this level breaks again, no doubt we are going to go down to the 18.4. So these would be the pathways. The first one to the upside would be the path of sustainability. back testing the 20 and the 50, coming down and then lifting back up. And then if that back test holds, and I think it will hold, by the way the daily is moving, I believe the back test will hold, and then we're gonna continue to the upside. But we need to see that back test. If we don't see that back test, this moves up is most likely a short squeeze, and just due to the volatile movements that have happened. Again, Binance put a lot of money into this, so we can, if we don't see that back test, I anticipate a lift up to the top of the range and then a fail from there downwards. But the back test will tell us where it is. At the moment, I am not in a trade either for Bitcoin or XRP. I am waiting to see what's going to happen around New York times. London, by the looks of it, will be ranging in this space. We have the low average daily range and the high average daily range, 25k high average and low daily 23.9. So tight space until the CPI today. I think it's the CPI today. Yeah. 12:30 UK time. So that's it for me. I've already posted this. I will just make it super clear with a range box, because this is what I'm expecting. So I'm expecting a back test to 22, and then some movement between the 25 and 22 over the next couple of days. We haven't yet broken this ranging space. In the bigger time frame, we haven't yet moved outside of this. So until the volatility of this week is done, and I believe the next week as well, with the Fed rate coming out next week, I believe we're going to keep on ranging. It's a great range to be trading, because it's 12% up and down. So at the moment, we haven't yet reached an edge, either to the downside or to the upside. I believe the next move will be to the upside, and then coming back down to the back test. So this would be the space, the area for the next couple of days for BTC. And for ETH, it would be there. It is. Let me switch to the 4-hour. And I'm taking the EMAs as the back test. I've seen most recently, I've seen the EMAs being a more accurate to the dot back test, but the EMAs are generally very trustworthy as well. So they might have a slight variation. So for ETH, I'm going to take again the 55 as the bottom of this, and the 1720 as the top of this. And yes, there is an 1800 technical target there. We could, if the start of New York really has great liquidity, we could push it up there. But I believe there's I believe it could do that. So there's a lot of liquidity in short trades at the moment, with a lot of the indicators showing going into the overbought. And generally when it stalls like this, it wants to do another wick up to the top, like so or like so, before moving down a little bit lower. So we have to wait. Just to sum it up, waiting for an edge right now, I believe, to the upside of this 4-hour time frame, and then the back tests to the 20 and the 55 EMAs on the 4-hour will tell us if this move, with very high percentages over the past 3 days, is sustainable or not. It could be sustainable because it came from a correction of 0.5 of the previous swing. So the previous swing corrected to the 0.5. It could continue to the upside. But what we need to see is the back test and the continuation. That's how coins generally move to the upside out of this bigger time frame space. That's it from me. Let me know if you have any questions in the chats, and I'll see you tomorrow.